Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonka922 yet again. And I know it's very late, but this is going to be Fairy Tale episode 116 review. Last episode, someone made a comment saying that, Ultear, and I guess that's true, that, there's definitely going to be some differences between what the manga is showing and what the anime is showing, and obviously the anime did it wrong. But anyway, nevertheless, this episode, I forgot the name of it. Oh, Living Magic, I think it was called. I'm not sure, but anyway, pretty much this episode, cut and dry, Gray, Ultear. Okay, and this is actually interesting because it doesn't just go into them fighting. It goes into Ultear when she was a child and what happened. Okay, so in the beginning of the episode, we get this standoff between Ultear and Gray's telling Juvia, get up, get up. She's like, oh, yeah. She's like, Great Messiah is talking to me, ah. She's like, so excited. And, kind of funny because I just saw the episode with the dub. So, but anyway, with Juvia in it. She gets up and she starts crawling to go after Meredy. And that's when the fight breaks out between Gray and Ultear. Now, the problem is Ultear uses time arc. She can advance things to an object, the time of it, previous or future. So, because Gray uses ice magic, because as you know, ice can be turned into three different forms: a solid, a liquid, or vapor. So every time he's using his ice make magic against her, all she's doing is using time arc, and it's just wiping it clean. It's rather turning it into vapor or water. And it's getting kind of heated between her and Gray, and she's just got this psycho face on her face. It's just ridiculous. After Ray gets pummeled a couple of times, he decides to try something different. He uses his own blood. He freezes his own blood into the ice make magic and creates these swords. And he starts fighting her with it, and he gets the advantage, but then she gets the advantage on him kind of with her ice magic, which is roses and stuff. And eventually what happens is, that actually happens beforehand. While this is happening, we get a little insight on what's going on with Natsu and Lucy and everything. And you got Virgo there with her little swimsuit thing, digging holes. And they're basically deciding to try to figure out what they're supposed to do now. And Natsu tells Lucy, oh, I don't care about him. She's like, why? And she's got this mean face on her. Obviously, Natsu realizes that Gray will take care of it. He doesn't need our help. That's pretty much what's going on. Back to the fight. Gray is able to tackle Ultear, and they're rolling down this hill, and they fall into the ocean. And that's when we get an insight into Ultear's past. And basically what occurred in her past was, as a child, she had a really strong magical power, and Ultear and you, I can't say her name right. Gray's teacher, her mother, took her to this facility to have her magic, strengthened or something. And it's a whole big story thing, and you see the guy who was, I forgot his name, the guy who was the head, the master of the Eurasian Six. He was there at the facility, and they're basically doing these horrible things to Ultear, and it's really kind of annoying. And that's when she decided she wanted revenge on Yule, Yule, Ew, her mother. And we get into deeper and how she wanted revenge, and she destroyed the facility and ends up eventually meeting up with not Zareth, Hades. And you see a look in her past, and she's there. He's telling her about, the lost magic and everything, and so on and so forth. And then, basically, while that's going on, we then jump from there to, actually, beforehand, she also went to see Yule, and she realizes that Gray's there and Leon's there, and that's where she started. But anyway, after the meeting with Hades, we get back to the present, and while they're fighting inside the water, Ultear gets the memories of her mother, and she then realizes that she didn't abandon her. She was just trying to help her because she was going to die, supposedly. She had a fever and everything, and that's why she did what she did, leaving her at that place. But they told her that she died. Told Earl that she died, and that's what happened. And after she realizes that Gray's able to take advantage, and he uses this kind of weird ice make. I forgot the name of it. It was almost like a sword coming out of the water, and traps her in there. And then when the ice move breaks, the ice breaks, she realizes that she was wrong and everything else, so on and so forth. And then we get Gray, and his fight's over with Ultear, and she says, you can't defeat Hades. It's okay. I'm not going to be alone. And that's how the episode ends. And we get like a good shot of Gray, of Natsu, and it's like, so obviously this is going to go into the soon-to-be fight with Hades. Should be interesting. I mean, there is some things that can't be translated into the from the manga into the anime. In all honesty, a manga you could pretty much say is uncensored, and the anime is more constricted. At least that's the way I look at it. But nevertheless, this was a good episode. Kind of interesting to see, a little bit of how Ultear became where she is, why she became what she was, and so on and so forth. So I enjoyed it. It's pretty damn good. Yeah. So, nothing really left to do, except for, after this video, is just, the only other show is another. Oh my god, I can't believe we're going to have to watch that episode. Well, let's see, what time is it? 12? You know what? After this video, I will watch another. I'll do the review as well, too. Then I'll be all set. All that's left is The Guilty Crown tomorrow. Oh my god. Can only imagine. So, yeah, that's the story. This has been Bankai 922. You gotta respect Fairy Tail. Come on, man. Come on. Fairy Tail, man. Later on, I'll watch the rest of the... I have it on Blu-ray now. I just do unboxing. Watch it later. Look forward for... I don't know if I want to do this. I might want to do a review on Sengoku Basara. You know what sometimes I get mixed up with saying it? Zenbon Zakura. So it's like... Senbon Zakura. Saying it that instead of Sen Goku Basara, because it sounds familiar in a way. But anyway, that's the story. So that's pretty much it. Also, look forward to Fairy Tail chapter review. That'll be the end of the week on Friday. So that's the story. This has been Bankai 922. Good episode of Fairy Tail. Let's see what else we got in good store. All right. See you guys later. Oh, by the way, I'm trying to think if I want to do this or not. I don't know, but I think when I eventually get a job or something along those lines, I will try and get a few more of the One Piece cast for the figurines of New World. I'll try. We'll see. See you guys later.